Welcome back to the area of the internet where there is nothing but burnt popcorn smells and the deep, deep pain of regret. I'm Joe Dove.
And I'm David A.
And we are hoping that you like, share, and subscribe. Especially give us those whoop whoop, those big ups that YouTube now offers so that we can stay above the fray and get seen, because we are to be seen in the Dumpster Fire Flicks. Thank you. All right. So now that all the pleasantries are done and over with, I guess we got a movie to talk about. Oh boy, did we ever?
Yep.
One that I thought I would never have to see again. When I saw it the first time, I was like, oh, well, the one thing I have to say is I'll never have to watch this again.
Yes.
And then you said, hey, we're going to do this one. And I was like, no.
What? No.
All right. Well, let's see what we're getting into. Well, Dave, hey, what trash are you forcing me to watch? I feel like I almost have to be like Clockwork Orange and watch this movie, I have to like put eye drops in. Terrible.
Yes. Well, we're watching the masterpiece of the great M. Night Shyamalan. M. Night Shyamalan.
Name's better than the movie, that's for sure.
There we go. Called The Happening with Zooey Deschanel and
you mean Katy Perry? Katy Perry's first role.
Yeah, right, man.
Right before she look it up, guys. I'm telling you, it's comment below if you think this is Katy Perry's first role, not Zooey Deschanel. Katy Perry was Zoe's stunt double. That's why they look so much alike.
So yeah, starring Zooey Deschanel and Mark Wahlberg. And this one, he's not fighting a transformer. So in this movie called The Happening,
don't make me watch that shit again. Oh,
we follow a married couple.
They're married.
They're married. They're married, but having a marital problem. And during this time, mysterious deaths start happening when people start killing themselves. And they mention this very often, called The Happening, because they're literally mentioning The Happening every single scene.
What's happening?
What's happening? Why is this happening? They decide to escape the city because everybody's killing themselves. And then, unfortunately, the train stops. They get stuck in a backwaters town. They have
First they thought it was the terrorist.
First they thought it was terrorists, but it turns out, it's nature, Mother Nature, or the trees, or the wind. And during this time, they're trying to escape this. Mark Wahlberg and Zooey Deschanel have to overcome their marital problems
and adopt a baby. And not a baby, but a little kid.
Adopt a little kid. Eventually, they wind up staying in some psycho old lady's house, and it suddenly, out of nowhere, it just stops. The end, unless you go to France, because in France they start killing themselves as well. So, and that's how it ends. That's how the movie ends. That's pretty much in a nutshell. You would think a movie this simple would not be as bad as it is, but it is incredibly bad. Just to start from the beginning, right? Just literally the opening scene, you realize this movie is insane. Where there's these two girls sitting. One of them's reading a book. The other one is just sitting next to her. And the girl, but before that, the girl turns to her and says,
I forgot where I am.
You're at the place where the killers meet to decide what to do with the crippled girl.
That's right.
How the fuck do you know what she's reading next to you? Like, and you're not even looking at her pages or anything like that. She's literally reading next to you. And people just suddenly stop and she starts stabbing herself. And
people like freeze. They play the game of freeze.
Or they walk backwards.
Yeah. It would make no sense.
Yeah. And it's then some people are still aware of what's going on as people kill themselves. Some people don't even know they're killing themselves. Some people just do it silently. Some people just start talking nonsense. Then we flash to Mark Wahlberg, and he's a science teacher. That's a stretch.
But don't you guys care about the bees? You're handsome. You'll always be handsome. But then you won't be handsome.
Yeah, like he's talking about freaking bees, and he's just asking them, like, what do you think it is? What do you think's causing it? And I get it. Like, you want your students to engage, but at the end, you just go, I don't know. Well, why do you fucking ask? And then he shames this. First of all, it's a little weird when you start talking to about a kid saying he is perfect.
Yeah, you perfect jaw, and it's like,
like, okay, man. And then he starts body shaming him and
And then you're gonna get your nose goes ever so many millimeters every year. You're gonna have fat fucking nose by the time you're 40, buddy.
exactly.
No one's gonna like you. It's like, God damn,
God
0 to
damn.
1,000.
And then he's like, "Are you sure it's gonna grow?" I'm like, I'm just joking. Yeah, you're perfect. Like,
Yeah,
wait,
it
what?
was so weird. There's a lot of choices in there, and none of them were good.
Lately, when the last movie I saw that was Shyamalan's movie was Trapped. Maybe we'll do that one day. And I realized
was Trapped.
what happened.
Which one was Trapped?
Trapped was the one where the guy's a serial killer and he's stuck in a concert with his daughter.
Oh, I never saw that. My buddy is in that too. That's crazy.
He is?
Shout out to David Jones, my buddy, plays one of the cops.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, that's a dude from what was that he in?
I realized that like characters will go from 1 to 100 in anger out of nowhere. And like for example, John Leguizamo from the get-go hates Mark Wahlberg's wife. Like just hates her for no goddamn reason. Like his reason is
he doesn't like her music. He can't like
it. His reason is like he walks when they're getting married, he walks into where she's sitting in the marriage room. I don't know. And he goes, "Oh, she was crying, man. She was crying." And I'm like, "Yeah, so what? Brides cry all the time." My wife cried when we were on her wedding day. Like, what's the big deal about that? And he's like going like, "She's not in 100%, man. She's not in 100%." I'm like, the fuck is wrong with you? You know, and then like from the get-go, she shows up and he's like, hey, and he just gets really the anger just starts to accumulate. To one point, she goes to like take the kid because he dumps the kid on them, and he just suddenly goes, "You take the hand like you mean it." And I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, what is wrong with you? So that was insane. I love John Leguizamo. I grew up watching his one-man show Mambo Mouth. Like I think he's amazing. But in this movie, it's like he's the most irritating human being in the world. He's a math teacher, and I get he must love math, but like it gets to the point where it's like, dude, shut up. Shut up. You know, the statistics of us surviving is like, I'm like, shut up, just shut up. At one point he leaves because apparently his wife is in Princeton, so he leaves his kid with Mark Wahlberg and Zooey Deschanel, where he has the moment where he snaps. And well, first of all, as a parent, now
I'm not leaving my kid.
No, I'm not leaving my kid. I literally turned to my wife and I was like, "Hon, I love you, but when we have a kid and that happens, like, no, that's not good. No." And he just dumps her, and then like they are driving, and he dies because they're driving through this section of a neighborhood where people have hung themselves. This girl's freaking out, and so he just turns to her and goes, "Hey, I got a math riddle for you. If you pay one penny and another penny, how much money would you have?" And she's like, I don't know, to $20. And he's like, no, gotta go high. And I'm like going, if that would have happened to me, I would have punched him in the face, because I hated when I took my SATs. The most annoying part of the SAT was if a train left Chicago at 5 a.m. No, fuck you. No, I would have punched him in the face.
Yeah.
The whole problem with their marriage is that Zooey Deschanel went out with her coworker to have tiramisu,
which didn't make sense to me, unless tiramisu is slang for like waka waka waka.
Yeah, no, it's tiramisu, and the guy is harassing her. He's a creep. I mean, she even says like, "You're freaking a psycho," and yet she's the bad guy here. I don't understand.
Oh, tiramisu is a very important dessert.
Hey man, if I'm going to put my marriage in danger, I'm going to get chocolate cake. I mean, come on. Tiramisu is the
chocolate
worst.
lava cake at least. I want a little drizzle, like make it raspy.
Tiramisu is the worst dessert in the world. I hate.
I don't mind it.
And there's some dialogue choices that I just go, what? Why? At one point, him and these two kids, they're trying to get into his house to get food for the little girl, who, by the way, will be traumatized for the rest of her life because both her parents and these two other kids died because of her. At one point, there's a guy, yeah, I mean, there's the guy behind the door, and he's going like, "You ain't normal. You know, you guys are with the government. You're crazy." And the guy, and Mark Wahlberg goes,
"We're perfectly normal. On Blackwater, keep on rolling, Mississippi moon, won't you keep on shining on me? See? We're normal."
No, you're not normal. You're not normal from the beginning of the freaking scene. You're not normal. Your freaking voice. What is up with that?
This trash movie. It's a trash movie.
It's a trash movie. It's a trash movie.
And like, you know, you would think like, so they kind of reveal the big to do in this being the trees or whatever, but they
Mhm.
reveal it early on. So like the big reveal is like smack dab in the middle of the movie. Like usually it's the end. It's like, oh, the big twist.
Yeah,
And then like this one, the big twist is, oh, the happening happened somewhere else.
exactly.
And I was like, that's dumb. Like I was so
Yeah.
annoyed. I was like, really?
And the way they learn about it is another stupid moment where they're with this guy and this guy takes them to his greenhouse. And in the middle of the greenhouse just says, I think it's the trees. I think it's the trees. And I'm going, if you think it's the trees, why the fuck are you in a greenhouse? Like, why are you in a greenhouse?
Yeah.
And he goes on this whole tangent about hot dogs. Why?
Oh man, this movie was like awful. Another thing that I didn't like about this movie, and there's a lot, besides the poor acting of Katy Perry and Mark Wahlberg, not letting it go.
You're not gonna let that go, are you?
I mean, what she looks like now? I haven't seen Zooey Deschanel. She like disappeared. Everybody's acting was bad. It wasn't just like Mark Wahlberg was hamming it up. Everybody was hamming it up. It was like, yo, what happened? Like everybody just like phoned this movie in. Did somebody lose a bet? Like, whoa, why was this so bad?
I remember, and there's this moment with Gomer Pyle because they come across this private from the army. I'm gonna name him Gomer Pyle because he literally acts like it. And at one point, he's driving his like a little RV or whatever, and they stop, and so he comes out like running. He goes,
When I approached the base, I saw military personnel in the barbed wire, in the fence. So I suggest no one take that road.
and he stops, and I just go, can we take that again? Can we just take another take of that? Because you make fun of like the Birdemic in the last episode of Birdemic, where you just go, you're reading his lines. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a guy behind the other guy with cue cards. He was so bad.
Well, I got some good news for those Katy Perry / Zooey Deschanel fans. She's got 2 upcoming projects, and she's been on a continuous role in The Simpsons. So I don't know what she looks like anymore, but she's doing Heather of the Valley and Merv. Merv is completed, so it's in post-production, and Heather of the Valley is in pre-production. So I'm hoping we get something decent.
Did she kill any nuns in these movies?
Not that I know of, but the movies are not yet. I can't really say yes or no.
You gotta look up Katy Perry nuns. Trust me, it's batshit crazy story.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, who do you think was the worst in this film?
Wait, how bad was it? Hold on. How bad was it? It was so bad that Mark Wahlberg was like one of the top tier actors in this movie, and everybody else was bad. Like John Leguizamo was a great actor. But in this movie, he was awful, and it's just like I felt like the people on the side, the ones that were just like jumping themselves, those people were better actors than the main cast. Like maybe the little kid. The little kid was the best actor.
I think so. Yeah. Well, she's not acting anymore. So
no, I mean after that movie, I don't think I would be acting anymore either.
No, seriously. Like this movie, I couldn't turn away from this movie. I just had to keep going.
Not me.
There's so many moments you just go, what? It's funny. I mean, there's funny line. The classic, what? No.
Yeah.
No. And because they wind up in this old lady's house who's a hermit, and it's like a nightmare house, like where there's like porcelain dolls in a bed for no goddamn reason. She smacks the kid.
Yeah, like brutally.
Yeah, like she smacks the kid. Hey, I don't care if it's not my kid. I would have been like, whoa, lady, don't touch my freaking kid.
Yeah.
And they're just a bunch of wimps. And she's nuts. She's a nut job. Even when she invites them in, she goes, I guess I gotta invite you in, baby. Thank you. And also, they're bad guests. First of all, they're bad guests because they didn't go like, hey, do you need help cleaning? Hey, ma'am, let me help you with that garden. Nope. They just sit around and stand around and just complain about her behind her back. Because I mean, to be honest with you, she's a psycho, but still, I don't. The choices in this film baffle me. They just baffle me. The dialogue baffles me. The acting choices baffle me. The story beats baffle me. And there's like no real scary parts.
None at all.
There's no scary
there's some
parts.
interesting like kills, but self kill, and that was interesting. But at the same time, it's like okay, if the trees are making this happen, maybe we could get like an evil tree or something like that. Like maybe Gargamel could be somewhere.
Yeah,
Going on, get
like an Evil Dead situation, you know?
yeah, yeah. You don't really see it, but it spins around. Like.
Yeah, and I mean, so the kills also are really just
But they're
lazy.
lookaways. Yeah, they're like
They're lookaways. They're lazy. You know,
Yeah.
there's one scene that's actually quite hilarious of a death scene, which is the lion scene.
Oh
where-
yeah, when the dude was in there like, "Hey, let me pet you, let me pet you." And the lion's looking at him. Are you fucking serious? You're about to be food, chief. Last warning. Last one. All right.
But then again, they don't even all attack them. Okay, lost my arm. Let me go to the other one, and the other one's going like, "Okay, thanks, man." It's just like,
oh, you're spreading the love. Okay.
That's actually quite funny. And the only good death scene, I think, and it's actually, I think, a tribute to Maximum Overdrive, a Stephen King film with the lawnmower. And they cut away.
Yeah.
They cut away. It's so bad. Shyamalan doesn't even do a cameo in this movie. And he does a cameo in all his movies. I was looking for him, and I'm going like, where
I've
is
never
he?
seen him in it. I'm sure he's there though, because he always has a cameo.
I saw it twice. I did not see him in any scene whatsoever in this. I kept thinking like, oh, he's gonna be in the background. Oh, he's gonna be like maybe like that scene the newscasters talking. You see all these different families and these in the bathtub, or these old ladies in gas masks, or these hillbillies with guns. I realized something about Shyamalan. I used to like go, why does Shyamalan do good movies and bad movies? Like, how can you? It's a crapshoot. And I realized it's not a crapshoot. When he does smaller, intimate, small cast movies, they're actually good. Like Signs,
Oh,
Sixth Sense, Unbreakable, even The Village to a certain extent. I mean, The Village was marketed incorrectly, but whatever. But when he does try to do he gets a bigger budget. You get Lady in the Water, you get The Happening, you get Glass. But when it's a small one, you get Split, you get the one with the kids and the crazy grandparents, that one. But whenever he does something big, it just backfires spectacularly. Like it doesn't work at all.
M. Night Shyamalan does appear in this movie.
Oh, where?
I have no idea. I'm trying to find that. I'm Googling as we talk. Oh, wow. He does a voiceover.
Oh, man, that's lazy.
He plays a character named Joey. In the Happy M. Night Shyamalan appears as a voiceover character named Joey who communicates with the main characters via phone. The character plays a significant role in the film, providing information about the unfolding disaster and the origins. There you go.
No, that's lazy. That's lazy. Even he didn't believe in this movie.
He's like, I tapped out. Speaking of tapping out, where did you tap out?
That's it, I'm done.
Right when he talks about the bees in the beginning of the movie, I tapped out. I was like,
no,
okay, I got something here with these ladies stabbing herself, and then it just goes into this classroom, and Marky Mark is all just like subpar acting in this for whatever reason, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta stop watching this because I remember how much I didn't like it the first time. Wow. That's where I tapped out the first time. How many times I kept going? I tapped out once they all got together on the train. It was just like the guy, like, because they do this weird scene where these guys, the policemen or the train conductors are all together.
Yeah.
And he's going back and he's talking to them, and and they do this weird shot with the four conductors talking to Marky Mark or whatever. And I don't know, it was just weird for me. I was like, what the frig is going on? And it bothered me. So I tapped out there too.
Yeah, for me, I actually lasted a while. I actually did last a while. I lasted until Gomer Pyle. Gomer Pyle. I tapped out during Gomer Pyle because I was just like, I can't. No. This guy is like so annoying. He's slowing things down. And I almost tapped out when John Leguizamo killed himself because that was like a scene where I'm just going, I hate this character. I hate this guy. Just go back to Marky Mark. Go back to Marky Mark and Zooey Deschanel and him making a joke where he talks about buying cough syrup from LA to make her feel better about getting TMHC.
I was in a pharmacy a while ago. There was a really good-looking pharmacist behind the counter. Really good-looking. I went up and I asked her where the cough syrup was. I didn't even have a cough. And I almost bought it. And I'm talking about a completely superfluous bottle of cough syrup. That's like $6.
Are you joking?
What the fuck am I watching right now?
It's just this movie, man. It's just like,
yeah. So Gomer Pyle and the scene with John Leguizamo was when I tapped out, I think. But for the most part, I actually made it quite easily through the entire film because, believe it or not, there is a lot of good parts that I actually dug about the movie. but to make fun of it because there's like bizarre parts like the classic "What? No!" or him talking to a plastic plant.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, okay, yeah, that's a choice.
There's
So
a lot of choices in this movie. Good. Even me rewatching this was a bad choice.
Were there any points you liked about this movie? Like
No.
no.
No. There's nothing. Like the deceivery right from the beginning, where you're thinking there's going to be some weird thing that's going on that's going to make sense, and it never cultivates in any logical moments at all, just pisses me off. This is one of those movies that I just like frown upon its existence. That's how bad I can't. There's nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I mean, they're running away from wind. You could at least put maybe some pollen looking kind of gas looking
Yeah,
thing.
at least.
That would have made it scary, but the wind, it's just emptiness. There's nothing. It's just wind. Because it would have made more sense if they did in pollen, where you see like actual pollen spores in the air. We could actually literally see it. Yes, that's scary. Like I'm trying to run away from this chemical weapon.
Right.
But no, it's just freaking wind. It's freaking wind. But yeah, actually, I believe it or not, I actually enjoyed the movie because I was just constantly making fun of it. Every 5 minutes, I was making fun of this movie. Marky Mark did not disappoint. Just did not disappoint.
Oh, he did. He disappointed hard. All right, well, let's wrap it up. Let's see where this world ends in happening in your tiers of film. We got to get some like graphics, you know.
We do have to get some graphics on this. I do my best, but so this is David's movie tier system. It's a 5-tier movie tier system where I break down the types of bad movies and what level they fall on there for a beginner to an advanced. So starting out with number 1 tier, I always recommend Madam Web, Craven. These are simple movies you could watch. They're bad, but you can make fun of them. You can waste 2 hours of your life. You don't really feel like you gained anything, but you don't feel like you lost anything, and you can just complain about it online as little trolls that you are. So yeah, that's tier 1. Tier 2 is we get to the good stuff. This is actually stuff that I actually kind of enjoy. Samurai Cop, The Room, and
it's tearing me apart, Lisa.
Lisa, and believe it or not, I'm going to put this in tier 2. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun.
Really?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Now moving on to tier 3, though. Tier 3 is where you have the movies that are a little tough to watch. You definitely got to take a break in these. You got to take a break, sometimes more than one. I'd say you could test your mettle to see how often you take a break. But these are movies like Troll 2, the Star Wars Holiday Special, Highlander 2, any version. Just check out our Highlander 2 review there.
Yeah.
It's 5 flicks. A lot of fun.
That's a whole lot of fun.
A lot of fun. That's tier 3. And then tier 4. So tier 4 is what I like to call the Neil Breen tier. Now, Neil Breen, who is Neil Breen? So when people talk about bad movies, they talk about Ed Wood, right? Classic Ed Wood. But Ed Wood is like the king of bad movies. You talk about bad movies, Ed Wood is bad movies. He's the face of it. But sometimes, every once in a while, you get a director who tries to take the mantle of Ed Wood. And some people say it's Uwe Boll. Some people say that it's the Birdemic director.
I would say it's the Birdemic director. I'm the one that
But no, the king, the one who's the heir apparent, the successor to the throne is Neil Breen. Neil Breen is a genius. He produces his own movies. He makes them from scratch, no funding whatsoever. He puts up his own money for it. And these movies are an experience. You go in watching these movies and you come out going, I lost time. I think I saw the movie, but at the same time, it's like a fog came over my head. And these are movies like Fateful Findings and my wife's favorite, Twisted Pair. And in this tier, you find not only that, but you also find some Uwe Boll movies like Blood Rain or Plan 9 from Outer Space. Ed Wood, of course, you have to put that on there. So that is tier 4. Now, tier 5 is no redeemable qualities whatsoever. This is just a bad movie. It's just garbage. It's pure garbage.
This is a tier 5 for me. This is
man, no. Tier 5 are movies like Cats.
Oh, yeah. They have buttholes,
Cats.
I think, in those cats.
No, they tried to do. The people are saying that there is a butthole version out there.
Oh, release the butthole.
Release the bullhole cut. So yeah, Cats. We have War of the Worlds with Ice Cube, and of course your personal favorite, Ang Lee's The Hulk.
Oh, that movie was trash.
Yes, these are movies where there's a pure garbage. There's no redeemable qualities. Just dump them in the dumpster fire and just set it ablaze and move on with your life.
Burnt popcorn and regret, baby.
There you go. So that is David's 5-tier movie system.
Yeah, it's still terrible. It's so bad, this movie. The one thing that made me happy about this movie was in the credits where I was like, oh, it's over. Thank God. Finally. This was awful. So what's our next? What are you making me suffer through next time? What are we doing?
Well, actually, it's a movie that I have not seen.
Oh.
That is on lists of bad movies, and this movie is called Gymkata.
I think I've seen this.
I've never seen it, and I am looking
I've
forward
seen
to
this.
it.
Oh my God.
Because people talk about it all the time. So we're going to be doing Gymkata next.
All right, guys. Until next time, be sure to do those things. Like, share, and subscribe.
And hype us up.
And hype us up, man. Make everybody happy. Hype. Woo, woo,
Woo, woo.
woo, woo. Hype, baby. Like, share, and subscribe, and hype. Helps us out a lot. Till next time, we're going to suffer through more movies.
See you guys.